And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Wednesday morning, everyone. Still seeing the northern lights. This is our sky tracker shot from Tucumcari, New Mexico. Early this morning, this is right around 4:45 in the morning. Still seeing those northern lights visible. If you look to the north, especially the further you get away from, of course, city lights, the easier it's going to be to view. But let's take a look at what this camera saw yesterday. This is from our Tucumcari camera going into your Tuesday evening. Once we got that camera pointed up towards the north, as you can see, quite the light show out there. And in case you missed it, we might get another shot going into tonight, your Wednesday night. If you want to see it, like I said, make sure and get as far away from those city lights as you can and look up towards the north, and hopefully you can see some spectacular sights like that. The further north you are, the better view you ought to have, so good luck watching those night skies going on into tonight. But here as we head on into your Wednesday morning, things are pretty quiet out there. Skies are pretty clear as well. Might see some passing clouds a little bit later on in the afternoon. As we start out our morning, temperatures really aren't all that cool out there. As we're sitting at 48 here in Amarillo, you might see some high 30s and low 40s further off towards the west and northern parts of the area, with temperatures pushing 50s, like I said, here in Amarillo and down off in places like Clarendon and Childress. But we should be seeing those temperatures drop here as we go throughout these next several hours, dropping into the low 40s, ultimately maybe even upper 30s as we head on into the early morning period right before the sun comes up at right around 7:19 in the morning. High 50s as you go on into your Wednesday morning, with high 60s by lunchtime. So we'll see those temperatures ratchet up just like we did these past couple of days. Not seeing 80s today like we did yesterday. We did see 81 for your Tuesday. That was a new record high for the day. I think today we're going to be settling somewhere in the low to mid 70s area wide, as we did see some weak northerly winds bring some nice cooler temperatures in. So you'll see right there, thankfully today temperatures really don't get all that bad out there. We'll be in the 50s as we roll on into this evening and tonight. So there's those northerly winds. They'll start to turn east southeasterly as we go throughout the day, but you'll notice they never really get that far above 5 to 10 miles an hour. So thankfully winds do stay relatively calm, and they'll stay that way going on into your Thursday tomorrow as well. But of course, our next weather maker, what we've been talking about, is some rain chances towards the weekend. But unfortunately, as we've also established, it all comes down to the track of the low, and latest model runs can't really seem to make up their mind. It's a little bit wishy-washy out there on what moisture is going to come in. So I'll kind of reiterate what we have been talking about so far this week, is a low pressure system taking shape around the California coast. That should be happening around Friday or Saturday. So really up until then, it's hard to have a good grasp as to what this storm system will do. Until that low pressure is there, like I said, we don't really have much of a look at what's going to happen. So generally what we've been operating on is it's going to take one of two tracks. We really would like it for it to take the southerly track. That'll bring in better rain chances for more of the region. However, latest model run data has it taking the more northerly track. That brings in drier air for the area, but we're not going to completely nixing rain chances from the region because, like I said, that low pressure system still has to form up, and it still could take a favorable track, so we're not going to give up on it just yet. Current jet stream, as you can see right now, it's not really doing much for us. That's why we're going to be warmer across these next couple of days. But you'll see right here, fast forwarding to Friday and on into Saturday, there you start to see that big low pressure form up. Like I said, there, right around the coast of Los Angeles, the west coast right there, there's the low. That's probably going to be the soonest that we really start to get a good look as to where it's going to go, and of course, what that means for our forecast. So with your 7-day supercast, we've got 70s, yes, even back to the 80s as we go on into Friday. You'll see with the downward trend in rain chances, those temperatures come up. We'll see high 70s and low 70s Saturday and Sunday. We'll go 10% chances. We'll take a break from moisture on Monday, but you will see Tuesday, maybe we start to bring rain chances back as a new system could possibly come in, at our 6 to 10 day precip outlook. Still looking good with darker green for the American Southwest. That does include us here in the Texas Panhandle. That's November 17th through the 21st. So basically next week, hopefully another better shot at some moisture. Again, northern lights may be visible again tonight, so make sure to get out there. And hey, send us and tag News Channel 10 in any pictures that you might get.